whatever issues I got going on leading up to that weekend, it automatically goes away because the time I had with you guys, man. It's like I say, it's a world-class event. And I'm telling you, if you haven't been, you better go. And I guarantee you won't miss one ever again. You know what I'm saying? So I had to come and tell you personally where everybody can hear, just my eyes never get stale. I'm always walking around trying to do something, whatever. And I'm never bored. It's something for every person out there to see, to do, to hear, to listen. It's
absolutely.
So that's my take on it, man. And I had to ask you when we first got on, I said, man, what does it take to put this together? And you kind of told me. I'm like, I just had to ask, because to me, it comes across so seamlessly. Everything from the parking to, let me tell you something, leaving an event that size and to get out that quickly. I'm just that little nuance of that. The traffic, you know what I'm saying, is world class, man. So
you've never been awake when we pulled out.
Well, regardless.
You've never been. What do you mean? To get out so quickly, you don't. You've never been awake.
Regardless. When I got on the highway, it took us 10 minutes to get to the highway, my brother. So that's all I'm saying, man. And I have to shout you guys out for something, man.
Okay.
Si's my brother, and I always tell Si, he works so hard and whatever. And we got to the event last year, you know, because Si was working. You know, he always working hard. Like, bro, just kind of enjoy, smell the roses, man. When he got to that event last year, brother. It was, I don't know what got into him with the music, but he was doing some dances I've never seen him do.
Wait a minute. Si let his hair down at the event. You let your hair down.
He's lying.
Bruh, his hips were swiveling. Bro, so I just had to come and tell you that, man. It is. I'm looking forward to it. So
I'll tell you what. You know, to kind of piggyback on what you just said, and all of the things that you guys are saying is the premise of like Soul Picnic and why we do it. Okay, and it's really one of those instances where, like, how many festivals have you gone to? How many concerts have you gone to where it's either sit in an assigned seat. You just kind of bob your head and you sit there and wait to be entertained, that kind of thing. Or you at one of the festivals where, it's so many people and all that kind of good stuff to where it's almost uncomfortable. You can't get a good view, all of those. And again, it's kind of, sitting and waiting to be entertained. Soul Picnic is not designed to do that. That's why we call it North Carolina's largest outdoor day party. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you come to this, yes, in the beginning, and so I heard you're checking out your outfit and everything. And when you get there, you fresh, you clean. You know what I mean? When you get there. But at a certain time,
that tank top coming.
At a certain time during that day, you know what I mean? And usually it's right around when that go-go come on.
Bingo.
And it gets to going and you can't help yourself. Even the people from New York who don't like go-go start getting into go-go and all of that. You really just kind of let out everything and you say, I don't really care who's watching, but I'm about to have a good time. And that's what we want. We want you to leave there feeling like, whoo, you know what I mean? Like I had a good time out there, and that's what it's all about.
Absolutely, brother. I just have to say one thing about just my experience and what you guys put together, man. When you talk about the go-go, when I experienced it live, that's the first time I experienced go-go in terms of a band, outdoor setting, festival live a couple of years ago with DC Vibe band, you guys, whatever.
Shout out.
I mean, that I'm telling you, from when the DJ and from the band comes on, get your spot on the floor, man, because everybody's coming up there to do whatever they have to do, man. And that's the culmination of the event. When everyone start dancing and forget how pretty or how clean they are and just go out there and just have a good time, man. And I gotta admit, man, it is a melting pot of entertainment.
So one more thing I noticed. So this year you're doing something slightly different because usually it's a surprise guest, right? Mm-hmm. We had Chubb Rock 1 year, then we had DJ Cool.
Big Daddy Kane.
Oh, Big Daddy Kane was
yeah.
Big Daddy Kane was first, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but you announced that Music Soul Child was going to be there. You guys announced that kind of early. That was slightly different. So
I got a question for you. Where's the difference?
I mean, since it's not
does that mean that we don't have a surprise coming?
Okay. Hey.
So where's the difference?
Okay.
You know what I mean? It just so happened we're gonna be out there having. See, this is what I like about Soul Picnic, and this is where I explain it to people.
Preach,
right?
Bro.
This is what I say. We want you to come out and we want you to have a good time. And oh yeah, Music Soul Child be on the stage entertaining.
Right.
It's almost like a oh yeah moment. You know what I mean? And Sean, with your synopsis of what you experienced, how many times have you been to a festival like that and there's a dance floor that's created?
Bro, never, man.
You don't see that.
You don't.
You know what I mean? Where people come up to the stage and literally it's a dance floor. You know what I mean? So to your point, Si, we still got some surprises up our sleeve. That's Dynasty5. It wouldn't be us if we didn't have that.
Hey, and what about the vendors? You guys still the same situation with the vendors? And
absolutely.
Okay.
We actually have a little bit more vendors this year. Okay. And the food trucks will be out there. We got the cuisine that's gonna be coming out there, all different kinds, all the way from the barbecue to vegan to seafood, a little bit of everything out there for you.
Well, you got to shout out Ray B.
Oh, Ray B Smokehouse. He gonna have the whole thing smoked up. You know that. With all of that he does. So yeah, definitely. All of the vendors, we're looking forward to kind of working with them. We got the different bars that's going to be set up. We got the VIP. Woo, the VIP is just going to be crazy. And this year with that VIP ticket, which is different from any other year, is the food in the VIP is going to be running all day and it's free for those people in the VIP. Wow. So yeah, we got Chef Jesse Scott out of Durham that's going to be coming, and he's going to keep the food flowing all day while we're out there.
Wow, you guys don't miss a beat, man.
We try.
And so the next question: so in terms of tickets, how do people get the tickets?
Okay, all right. The best way to get them is going to be at dynasty5.com. Just go into our website. Click on that, get tickets, and then it's going to have the different kinds that you can get. That'll be up there. They are selling out some of the, the cabanas and, the tables and things like that are kind of selling out. So a lot of the general admission are still available. But we encourage you to, get those general admissions. Remember, from that 12 to 3, you can still kind of bring your tent to kind of cover some of that shade, to come out and just have a day full of fun. But dynasty5.com is where it's at.
Okay, so to reiterate, so from 12 to 3, that's when you can come and set up your
that's when you can come and set up your tent. Yeah, that's going to be one of the things that we did down in North Carolina that at Seven Springs was we allowed people to bring their tents, and we called it Tent City. Okay, Tent City was kind of behind the the VIP, and I'll tell you guys, we were all like that first year we did it. We were like, well, they're not going to be able to hear the music, or they're so far away and they're around the pond and everything like that. When I tell you that Tent City had its own vibe going on, it was people like, coming on the stage to perform with DC Vibe. And I'm thinking that, all the people from Tent City are going to rush up to the front. People in Tent City was still back there playing spades and, having, fun with their family and friends and things like that. So it was one of those instances that really took you and kind of opened your eyes to say, man, people just really want to come out and be amongst good people, have a good time, be, entertained by some entertainment, and see people that they haven't seen in a very long time.
Right.
Awesome, man. Yeah. I was looking at your the website, man, and kind of just educate me on the backstory of why the Soul Picnic was started. What was the brainstorm? What was the whiteboard moment you guys say, okay, you know what? I've been in this place, but they don't have this. Let's do this.
Yeah. I think it was really, Sean, it was more of a maturation process, to tell you the truth. By the time Soul Picnic started, I think around 2009 is when we did our first one.
Right.
We had been doing First Friday and parties and things like that since like 1997, 1996, around that time. So we had a really, really good run of doing parties and bringing people together. And all of those parties were designed to bring, like, Raleigh's professionals together. Like, we were some of the first, I'm not going to say the first, but we were some of the first that actually used email only to, invite people to these parties. So there was, a certain level of exclusivity to these parties that if you weren't on the list or you didn't get the email, some people didn't even know about it. So going forward, when we came up around that 2007, 2008 timeframe, we just kind of looked at it and said, it's time for us to kind of grow with this. And what can we do to grow it? And we came up with an idea of doing a festival of our own, and quite honestly, it started out like all other festivals. It was about the lineup, like who's coming. And we had to put, Mint Condition and Fantasia and BBD and all of these different to draw the people. And we thought that was the mix. We thought that was the key to it. But I tell you, in the 3 years that we did, and we were out at Cocoa Booth in Cary, I think it was 3 or 4 years. We had one really, really good year. And then all of the other years it rained. And that's when we said, whoa, hold on a second, because we were kind of funding a lot of this out of our own, our own money in our own pockets. And, everybody that came, the 4,000 people that were coming, they were having a ball. I mean, they were having a great time, but we were leaving there like we lost a lot of money.
Right.
You know what I mean? That walk-up crowd wasn't what it was, that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? So we took a hiatus from that. You know what I mean? We had it. We knew what we wanted to do, took a hiatus, and, here came the pandemic where everybody was shut down. Everybody was in the house. And, all of the things that came with the pandemic, with the D-Nices and all of those kinds of things where people were kind of making do and partying at home. And then slowly but surely, this quote came out saying, we outside, when we gonna be outside? We outside again. So we started thinking, we heard about Seven Springs down in North Carolina, got in contact with them, Black-owned vineyard. Like, wow, we never had given up on, the dream of Soul Picnic. And it seemed like a perfect mix. People coming back outside. We were still separated to, all of those kind of things coming out of COVID. And from there, we just started it and said, you know what, we're going to keep it. But then we're going to go back to that original formula of let's make it about the good time and make the people, or let the people have a good time, and not so much about the entertainment, and things like that. So we've been successful at doing it. Now, we like entertainment just like everybody else too. You know what I mean? So, music, I think it's going to be a perfect fit for like a Soul Picnic, with his catalog and the music that he's bringing and stuff like that. But we got some pretty good artists, man, that are locally that are going to be coming out too. These artists that are coming out with a wonderful group, Sunny Day Presents. She's doing a lot of wonderful things around in this area. High energy, that kind of thing. And she's bringing the Pocket Bay Band experience with about 3 or 4 different performers to open up. So we're really proud of the fact that as we get older in this game, we're offering those opportunities to people who are coming up in the game.
Right.
You know what I mean? We want to get them out there more as well. And this time we got some other things that are associated with it. We got a health and wellness piece that's associated with it. This Saturday, we got a hike that's coming up with a wonderful, wonderful group called Let's Get Social Raleigh. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar.
Yeah.
So, oh man, you talk about some wonderful things. They're out there doing some, get-togethers where, people are talking about some really important topics and opening up and things like that. So we're going to do a hike with them, a 2-mile hike over at the North Carolina Museum of Art this Saturday. I think it starts at 9:45. So anybody listening, they want to come out and be a part of that, please come on out and be a part of that. And then we're going to do a panel, man, where you guys, we've asked you guys to kind of host that panel, and meet with some of those professionals in the, mental health arena, as far as the health arena with United Healthcare, Wake Medical Center, and Let's Get Social Raleigh. So we're looking forward to just doing a lot of different things on that day, June 22nd.
And we both are very we're very loud and clear about the fact that we have both had therapy.
Yes, absolutely.
Because we both crazy. So we have both seek professional help and had therapy. So we have no. That's why when we were talking about it, I was like, man, right down our alley.
Right down.
You know what was funny? Before I even had a therapist, we shared a therapist. He used to go to therapy and then tell me what his therapist said.
Bro, let me tell you, he hit on the head, man.
We used to share one. He used to go and as soon as he left, he'd be in the car and say, "Hey, man, this is what she said today."
Right,
like,
right.
Okay.
Yeah, like that makes sense.
Bro, let me tell you something. The things that we talk about kind of keeps us more. We was going to do a whole thing on mental health and health and wellness, and what you guys are talking about is right up, because a lot of people it's a stigmatism with terms of mental health, whatever. And and what made me feel so good that I could talk to my brother about it, and we pushed each other along to get more involved with mental health and not to stop and whatever. So we're hoping people take advantage of this, it's a party with a purpose, so to speak. I hate to use